Hi everyone. We were discussing about the scientific interrogation techniques. So we completed the polygraph or lie detection technique and narcoanalysis and brain fingerprinting. So these were the scientific interrogation techniques. Now we'll see some initial interrogation techniques used by the law enforcement officers for identifying the suspect. So in the introduction part, I told you about torturing and interviewing, such kind of things. So interviewing we already completed in the witness portion. In identification of witness we already told about interviewing. Next we'll see about torturing. So torture is a comparatively new entry in forensic medicine. So it deals with medical, legal, and ethical issues in relation to the barbaric practice of torture in various situations. So the World Medical Association defined torture in relation to detention and imprisonment as the deliberate, systematic, or wanton infliction of physical or mental suffering by one or more persons acting alone or on the orders of any authority to force another person to yield information to make a confession or for any other reason. So, for this is an interrogation technique in which the police officer or the law enforcement officer will force the suspect to confess himself or to get the information. He will use some physical ways or like some mental torture to the suspect or the subject. So this definition is given by given in the Tokyo Declaration of the World Medical Association in 1975. So, according to them, what is torture? The World Medical Association, how they define torture in relation to detention and imprisonment as the deliberate, systematic, or wanton infliction of a person or mental suffering by one or more persons acting alone or on the orders of any authority to force another person to yield any information, to make a confession, or for any other reason. So, in simple way, we can say torture is the action or practice of inflicting severe pain on someone as a punishment or in order to force them to do or say something. So, whether the pain may be physical or may be mental. So, what is torture? Torture is the action of practice of inflicting severe pain, whether it is mentally or physically, on someone in order to force them to do or say something. So, torture may be carried out by criminal or terrorist group, of course, but in interrogation technique for identifying the suspect of a case, the mainly the police or other security force personnel during the detention and interrogation of the prisoners and suspects can carry out this torture. So next is, what are the aims of torture? So there is invariable purpose or objective behind the act of torture, and some of the common reasons for torturing is to obtain information, to force a confession, to obtain testimony incriminating others, to take revenge, or to spread terror. So, or to obtain information, it depends on the case and its gravity. Like in many cases, torture is carried out by like criminal gangs or terrorist organizations, etc. So, otherwise, the law enforcement officers can torture the suspect in the interrogation cell for obtain the information whether the person suspect is not telling anything about the case. So if he is keeping silent, if he is quiet, then they will use these torturing methods. Then to force a confession, if they want to get the like if they are investigating officer is telling you only committed the crime, you have to confess it. If that person is telling, oh, I am innocent and I didn't commit the crime, so the law enforcement officers can torture the suspect. Then to obtain testimony incriminating others, then to take revenge. This is in the case of victims and all, like the criminals can torture the person, victims, to take a revenge. Then to spread terror. So this is very common. So this creates terror in the minds of people, and nobody would then dare to rise up against the word of that person. So law enforcement officers, for creating a terror among the suspect, they will use these torturing methods. Then common methods of torturing, mainly physical torturing, mental torturing, sexual torturing, etc. are there. But the interrogating officers, mainly they will use these physical torturing methods to identify the or to getting information from the suspected person. So some of the physical tortures are severe beating. Severe beating is it's a common type of torturing by using sticks or cables or wipes or iron rods, etc. The officials can torture the suspect. Then next one is phalange torture. Phalange torture is also called as foot whipping. It involves beating using the soles of the feet. So this is a common type, mainly used phalange torture. First one is severe beating. Severe beating is beating with torturing using sticks and all, iron rods, etc. Phalange torture, it's also called as foot whipping, that is beating on the sole of the foot, beating on the sole of the foot of the suspected person. Then next one is finger torture. Finger torture is like pencils or similar kind of objects are placed in between two fingers and squeezed harder. So sometimes the fingers are twisted to cause severe pain. These are the two types of torture by finger. What? Pencil or similar objects like pencil is placed in between the two fingers and squeezed harder. So sometimes the fingers are twisted to cause severe pain also. So these are the two types of finger torture. Then next one is cold torture. Cold torture, the victim is made lie, or the subject is made lie on a ice slab without clothing or on a cold and damp floor. So cold torture, the suspected person is made to lie on the ice cube. Next is heat torture. Heat torture, the victim or the person, victim means here the suspected person. So suspected person is suspended upside down very near to fire, or cigarette burns are inflicted. So heat torture is the subject is suspended upside down near to the fire. And one more method is that cigarette burns are made on his or her body. Next is electrical torture. Electrical torture is that they will give electric shock. So electric shock is applied to the sensitive parts of the body such as nipples, genitals, etc. So this is called electrical torture. And another one is telephono. Telephono, in this method, like simultaneous beating of both ears with the palms of the hands is done, causing the rupture of tympanic membrane. So using the palms of the interrogating person, they will beat or both of the ears of the suspect. So that is called telephono. And so many other methods are also there, like dental torture. Dental torture means pulling out the teeth by clips or forceps, or mutilation method. Mutilation method means chopping off ears or nose, something like that. So these are some of the common methods of torture used in interrogation. Severe beating means using sticks, iron rods, etc. Phalange torture, beating on the sole of the foot. Then finger torture, using some material such as pencil and all, and in between the fingers they will squeeze it using this pencils, or twisting of the fingers. This kind of torture is called finger torture. Cold torture, the suspect is made to lie on the ice cubes. Heat torture, the subject is they will suspend in upside down near the near to the fire. Then electrical torture, shock is given. Then telephono means beating off both ears with palms of the interrogating person. So these are the common methods of torture, and this is an interrogation method. It's not scientific, it has legal and ethical issues. If something happens because of this torture, it's like because of that this is not ethical. So now the initial interrogation techniques to identify the suspect is over here. We discussed some unscientific methods and some scientific methods. So I hope you people understood. If you have any doubts, you can clear in the discussion. You can clear in the discussion section. So thank you.